What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I got the car pulled out today. I'm going to be doing an install on my Idoing radio that I just got. So I'm pretty pumped about this. The radio that I've actually had torn out for a while. Got a bunch of junk in here, but I've had it torn out. I wasn't happy with what was in there before. Obviously, I'm going to be going with the Idoing radio. So let's go ahead and start unboxing this baby and looking what comes inside. So when you get this package, it's actually going to come in a box that looks like this, which is the exact same size of the box that contains the head unit itself. So opening up, the first thing you will find is a few QR codes that'll take you to a couple website links and then a YouTube link also for installing this. You got some nice foam packaging. Inside you're going to find a couple of pry tools for the interior. There is a bag of harnesses for whatever you may need. And then nicely packed inside is the head unit. And when you get the head unit pulled out, it is going to be in this plastic bag, which is going to keep it from getting scratched. We'll just kind of unveil it here. And there is your big huge screen that will soon be in your Subaru. Let's flip this over and take a look at the back. Just going to put it on the plastic so I don't scratch the screen up. So as you can see on the back, you're going to have all your add-ons right here. That's what all these wire harnesses are going to go into. And all of these locations are for the stock wire harnesses that are inside of your dash already. Here are all the wire harnesses and stuff all laid out. You got some USBs, you got your GPS, your mic, your auxiliary cords. This is for your backup camera. I'm not sure what else. Antenna, reverse. I'm not sure what this is. This is for your mic. This is for, I think you put a SIM card in this. This is for your antenna. And this is for some internet or something like that. But the good thing is, if you go on this card, go to the link, it'll tell you exactly what all these harnesses are on their website. You just kind of have to scroll through the details of the package and you can find all that specifics in the link. So for me today, I'm going to be doing the USB, the GPS. Now if you have Bluetooth already in your car, the existing wire harness should account for that already, and you won't need this microphone if you already have Bluetooth in the car. If you don't, you're going to want to set this up also. And I won't be using this because I don't need it. Don't need it, don't need it, don't need it. So today, this is what we're going to be working with here. Alright, so here we are in the car. Like I said earlier, I didn't like the stereo that was in here originally, so I had already taken that out, gotten rid of it, and I have already removed the trim from the surrounding dash. And this is really easy. All you're going to do is just take off that trim with one of the pry tools that was supplied, and you can see in these various locations that there's just some clips. All you have to do is just stick it behind it and pop it straight out. And then you got 4 holes on total, but 2 on each side to take out your radio. And once you have your head unit out, I've got a lot more stuff going on in this harness, and I've kind of taken some time to clean it up a little bit because I don't really like the stereo that's in this car. It's kind of crazy. I got a big sub and amp and crossover and all that stuff. Normally, I'm not really into that. Anyways, it is what it is. But in results of all that, I've got a big freaking mess in back of here. Regardless, here's your main wire harness for your stereo. Here's another harness. I believe this goes to steering controls and other stuff like that. I'm not sure what this is, but this is going to be your reverse backup signal. I have another video that specifically talks about installing a backup camera. So if this is something you want to check out, I'll have a link at the end of the video for you to go look at that also. But installing a backup camera in this is super easy, no big deal. The hardest part is just getting the cable routed all the way to the back in the trunk to your taillight. Let's move forward and get the deck put into the car. All right, here we are in the car. I got a couple of the harnesses that are included plugged in. Each harness has its own individual port on the back of the head unit, and you cannot put these in the wrong spot unless you absolutely try. So make sure when you're plugging these in, you pay attention to the pattern of the pins before you push it in. So here's my backup cable that I got plugged in on this bottom left. This top right is going to be my USB location. Right next to it is if you choose to do the harness with one USB plug. And then I got the GPS plugged in right here and stuck to the top of the head unit. Now, if you look really close on the back here, it'll tell you what each one of these little brass connectors do. You got a couple of 4G ports, and then you got the GPS. What you're gonna do, you got your main harness, that's gonna go on this connector here. Your second harness will go right above it there. This guy that I don't know what it does will go on the top right corner. And then the antenna, it comes with an adapter, but I'm not gonna use it. The antenna goes on that bottom left hole right there. So now I gotta go get my trim piece, take the vents off of the back and get them switched over to the back of the radio. It'll clip in right here. And then I can get everything plugged in, and then I'll put it in and get it turned on. All right, guys, there it is. One thing I forgot to mention is that the little tabs on the back of the original bezel, you're gonna have to take those yellow tabs off and transfer them onto the back of the head unit, because there's no tabs to connect, essentially lock it into the dash. So you're gonna need to pull those off and transfer it over to this head unit before you can get it to really secure really good into the car. So anyways, it's plugged in now. Looks really good. The screen's really big. It definitely makes the car feel way more modern. And you can take a look here. I've got my USB cords routed to the glove box right here. And I'm gonna pull the car in the garage because it's getting kind of cold out here now. But let's go through setting up the head unit. Let's try to get our steering wheel controls all hooked up and see how all that works. So we got the car pulled into the garage. The head unit is on now, and as you can see, it looks really good. Zoom out a little bit, you can see what it looks like compared to the rest of the dash, and it fits in really nice. It's really clean. Just looks like it was OEM, or it should have just been this way to begin with. So let's zoom in. So first thing you're going to notice, this is your home screen, and I've noticed that this is different from other people's. Maybe through the years they're changing the home screen a little bit, but right now for 2022 you're going to have this multicolor home screen. You got all your options, your nav, your radio. This just tells you what day it is, music. I think this is for if you have internally stored music on the device. Then you got your Bluetooth. Down here in the center, you can go through and find all of your apps. Auxiliary, Bluetooth, calculator, CarLink. This is what you're going to use for Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So this is something that I liked. And if there's an app that you like and you want to save on the home screen, it's just like an Android device or even like an Apple device. You just touch it and you hold it and you can pick where you want to put it. So I already have it here on this screen, so I'm not going to put it there again. And then, so this is my home screen here, right? And so now, again, I can take it and take it off of that home screen. So anyways, back to the apps. That's what you can do. You can take your favorite ones out of here and drag them to the home screen. If you go home, so you have your main, and then you slide over, and these can be your favorite apps that you use on your device. So going through the apps a little bit more, CarLink, Google, Gallery, Play Store, radio, settings, steering wheel controls. This is probably going to be the first thing that you do when you connect your device. Super simple. It is stupid easy to use. Stupid easy. All you do, the button on your steering wheel, the volume up, you're gonna hold that, press that button and confirm down here with the check mark, boom, and it's done. Then you'll do the same thing again with the volume down. On your steering wheel, hold the button down, select that and confirm it. And you can do that with everything. So everything on your steering wheel will work as OEM. Even the mic, like I said, I didn't have to wire up an additional mic for this, so that was really nice. Yeah, anyways, the steering wheel controls, super easy to use. It was just dumb how easy it was. Settings. This is where you can add your Wi-Fi. Then there's device settings, your display, your sound. One thing you're going to notice is that when this first starts up, it's going to beep every time you touch the screen. So if you go to your settings and your device and sound, you can do the keypad tone, turn that on or off. So now the buttons will beep every time I push the screen, but I don't really like that, so I turn that off. And then within your device, you're going to have, you know, your amp, subwoofer, equalizer, that kind of stuff in here too. In general, there's just a lot of little things to adjust. This is all stuff that you can play with and figure out a little bit more. There's a lot of options on this head unit. There's so many that I've been messing with this for a while and I don't even think I've touched the surface of what this is even capable of. So I got YouTube, video player, voice search. This is all, I got it hooked up to my Wi-Fi at my house right now. So that is really nice. You know, if I'm working on something and my son's playing around in my car, I can turn something on in here for him to watch. The nav that it comes with, I'll probably use my Apple Carplay, but it does have the option of using the nav. Here's what the nav looks like, the stock navigation in the head unit. It's not the best looking, but if you're on a pinch and you don't have a smart device, this is something you can use. Okay, so Bluetooth, this is something that you're going to want to use and you're probably going to want to set up right away. So here you go, you hit Bluetooth, it's going to show you your phone screen. If you go down here, you got your pair button, and this is where you can hook up all your phones. It's super easy to use. Once again, you can search for your devices. It scans, and on your phone, it'll pop up as, I can't remember what it's called, but you can go back and name your Bluetooth, stupid. You can name your Bluetooth head unit, whatever you want to call it. Let's see, where is it? If you go here, oh yeah. So I just put in the thing Racer Guy. It's kind of an inside joke. Then I set my password for 1111. There's a bunch of other settings in here you can do for this. So anyways, yeah, once you pick your password, you give it a name, you could go here and pair it. It's really easy. So you got your settings, pair, music. This is your contact list. So if you've connected your phone, you're going to be able to search on here for anybody you want. So I don't want to show my contacts on screen, but you can hit this and on the top there's a search. You can search for that person really easy and then just call them. I'm not sure if the voice command works yet. I haven't gotten there, or if that is even an option. Anyways, that's going to be the main things you're going to want to do when you first hook this up. But I'm assuming you play with this a while. It's really easy to use. It's just like a smartphone, Android. This button up here, you can blow up your screens, and then you can close everything that you want to just by swiping up. The movies, I don't have any movies on here. I'm not sure how this works. I'm assuming you'd have to plug it in through your USB or download it on the Play Store. Then you got files. I don't have any files on here, but this will just show you everything that's saved on the head unit right now. Let's go back a little bit. So if you touch your center, this is where you're going to set your time and your location, and then it's always going to display. There's a way that you can change your background. I'm not quite sure. I saw it, but now I can't remember. I think it was in general, device. Oh yeah, in your display, you can go to your wallpaper. And I think if you have your USB and you have something you really want to put on there, you can go to here, pick a wallpaper, and it should be on the back of the screen. Very easy to install. Everything is plug and play, factory harnesses, except if you're going to add that backup camera. Once again, if you want to install a backup camera from Idoing, it's very simple. Actually, let's see. I'll show you what that looks like. If I put the car in reverse right now, There it is. There's my backup screen. I don't think I have the best camera since I used a different aftermarket camera on this that was already previously installed. So I'm thinking about going to Idoing and ordering one of their backup cameras so I can make that picture a little bit more clear when I'm backing up. But everything is really quick. I mean, if I turn my car off, here goes the shutdown process. It's off now. Now, if I turn the car on, it literally turns on in like 1 second. There it is, already uploaded. It takes like no time at all. The unit that I had before this took like probably a good 30 seconds to boot, and this is so fast, so much more convenient. Everything is, I mean, it's just next level the way that this is. So anyways, if this is something that you're looking to get, I highly recommend buying this. Way better than any other aftermarket stereo, in my opinion. But I'll put a link below, and I'll add a link for installing the backup camera option on this head unit also. That's a full in-depth tutorial on how to wire it, how to run the cable, just the way that I installed the backup camera. So anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for checking it out. I will see you guys in the next one. If you feel like subscribing, go ahead. If you don't want to, I don't care either. Give me a like, give me a thumbs down. But if there's something that you want to see with this head unit, maybe as time goes on, maybe I'll do another fully in-depth review of this. But for now, this is how it goes, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys.